You're attracted to men who bring chaos?
Yes. I cannot be in another relationship until I'm sober. Why me, right? Like, my dad died young. The love of my life died young. So I was stuck in this grief, right? But like, I have to save somebody. And then I didn't save myself and crashed and burned. And that's when I had like my first big in AA relapse.
You said you were struggling just a few years ago, and now you're in a much better place. What advice would you say to that earlier struggling version of yourself?
Ooh. I guess, I mean, as cliche as it is, don't give up. Like, you get through all of it. And I've actually always kind of had that mentality, almost to a fault, right? Like, whatever.
What do you mean by giving up? Like offing yourself?
No, never been like that.
Oh.
But just keep plugging away, you know? Like, your time will come.
Starting out as a real estate agent seems really hard to me.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it at all. Yeah. If it wasn't, like, I was forced kind of that way, and then I got excited about it. But I had no desire to get into real estate. I thought it seemed horrible.
How did you end up here then?
Well, I got laid off 2 days after I got back from maternity leave.
What job were you, category?
I'm not allowed to actually talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right. You got laid off after 2 years.
Yeah, but I was in high-end tech sales.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Yep. And so I couldn't find a job. It was crazy. And fast forward 6 months, I'm the sole breadwinner because I'm always the sole breadwinner.
Oh, come on. You put yourself in that position.
I know, but that's...
It's codependency 101.
No, dude, when you freaking date losers, of course you're the breadwinner.
Haven't you been to an Al-Anon meeting? Every story's the same.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
Well, I was married to that one. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And
yeah, that sucks.
yeah, it was brutal. Anyways, long story short.
Is he the father of? Okay.
Asher.
Right,
Yep. Good times. And anyways, it doesn't really matter.
Whatever.
Long story short, I made a joke about getting into real estate. Then I thought, you know what? I've grown up since then, and I should probably get into it. And so I did. And I was pretty desperate at that point because 6 months not making the salary I was making and still having the monthly nut that I had.
In the hole.
I was getting there quick. Basically, I was like, I got 2 months to sell something, like now. And I think it was just my age and the fact I grew up in sales, that I knew how to have conversations with people. But I got my first deal within 3 weeks from a Facebook group. And
wow.
Yeah, once I got that taste, I went after it. So it was perfect timing because that was 2019. And so I had about 7 or 8, 9 transactions under my belt when COVID happened, and then the market really boomed. So I had just enough that I could walk into a competitive situation and not look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So then obviously that happened, and then I really immersed myself because I sold a lot. But I also was getting divorced from deadbeat. And
now you have a ton of experience under your belt.
Yeah. And then I made it. So anyways, my point is my first year or two was actually fantastic. It was year 3, 4. What am I in? 5.
Yeah.
And now I think year 6.
I think that's how it is in a lot of things though in business, don't you think?
Too.
Because like the first few years, like it's all the exciting growth and change, and you got like that, and you got that like energy to you. And then by 3 or 4, like year 3 and 4, you're like, okay, we're doing this. And by the 5th year, you're like, I can't believe I have to do this. And then like right now, I've been in business 11 years now, and it's like, so like there was a period of time where everyone's like, don't you think about growing? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm here.
Yeah. Every business that I've been involved in, and Tyler, you and I have discussed this before, has followed a similar arc. And I'm curious, there's a novelty at first and it's exciting, but then it doesn't grow as fast as you want it to. In fact, it's just kind of like a very, very slow, painful grind. Yeah. And there's this idea that I think we've been sold by the Hallmark Channel and Disney that somehow things are hard at first in a business and then they go exponential. And it's just absolutely not been my experience. It's always been a long, hard slog. And you just have to just keep going.
Well, how many agents make it past 5 years?
Not a lot.
How many make it past 10 years? Even less, right?
Same thing as sobriety.
I mean, well, but again, the key to that
is doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Consistency.
Right.
Anyone who stays consistent in most facets of their life will usually, by the time 60 hits, if they're consistent, have a consistent looking life. And those who are neurotic, sporadic, and have no consistency, their life reflects such.
So weird. My older brother, the other day, we were talking about somebody else, and he goes, look, all you have to do, I say this all the time, is you have 3 things in life. Be nice, work a job consistently, and don't get into drugs and alcohol.
Or debt.
Yeah.
Or soul-crushing debt.
Right.
Which,
or any, I guess, addiction can take you
debt,
out. He goes, but
casino.
He goes, anybody will probably be successful, buy a house, retire, moderately successful in life if you just have these 3 things.
Do you think buying a house is still a good investment?
Absolutely.
You really think so?
Yeah.
What about for those people who barely could afford to get into their house and then they're one big home repair from bankruptcy?
Wait, what? Their home repair causes them to go bankrupt?
Yeah, like, so say they barely got into their house.
Yep.
Stretched all their savings. Roof starts leaking.
Do they not have good credit to be able to?
I don't know. I'm just saying this is a hypothetical scenario. I'm just wondering, for some people, I'm wondering if it might be better for them to be in a condo.
Well, I suppose maybe condo, like a rental or a purchase.
I don't know.
See, purchasing for a condo is great too, especially if you're not a saver, because of the fact that people always talk about HOA fees. I'm like, yeah, but then you don't have to do anything. I mean, yeah, your appliances go belly up, sure, but you don't have to paint the outside your house. Money, money, money.
Right.
You don't need siding. Money, money, money. Roofing. Money, money, money. Right? You don't have to landscape. You don't have to do anything.
Now, sorry,
it's more fixed, right? There's not the variables, but you also less risk, right? So less reward.
If you're buying a condo, who do you talk to, though, to make sure that the HOA fund has been managed properly?
Well, that's what you get all the documentation before you're.
I know, but what if you're an idiot when it comes to money?
Well, hopefully your agent's not an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Your agent has to review that too. But HOA management companies suck, and there's so many problems with them. But you also have your board that is made up of people that live in the community.
Oh yeah.
So you try to do the best that you can do, right?
We never talk about the upside of HOAs. All I hear about is how much everybody hates them.
I just think, how much would it cost you to do all that stuff on your house?
It's a lot.
And if you put that away each month, would it be the same as an HOA do?
$5,000 to $10,000 a year.
Is that what you need to keep up
I
on
think
maintenance?
For a home, 2,500 to 3,500 square feet, you need to put between five would probably be fine, but you're saving it so that the third year, boom, you got a
new roof.
I don't know. It depends the size of the roof and how your roof pitch is and things like that. That may not be enough, but $5,000 to $10,000 a year. So you're putting $5,000 to $10,000 a year away would be you probably be okay to stay up on your maintenance and big things, but that's not doing anything extra.
Right. Well, and then you think, okay, so HOA dues are $400 to $500, some more, right? Yeah. So I mean that aligns, and that actually covers your sewer, garbage, trash, right?
Oh, it does.
So yeah,
that's nice.
So there's quite a bit that goes into that.
I always think of a condo as I own it, but there's an asterisk. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, because you can't do anything that you want to the land, and a lot of times you can't even do anything that you want to the condo, but you can. I mean, sometimes. I hear it all the time, and I'm like, you're not even going to do this, but okay. Could we break down this wall and just open?
No.
You're not going to do it, so who cares?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe you can, maybe you can't, but it's just funny because most people in a condo do not remodel it like that. So, but I would think that's probably why I feel like everyone. But back to your question, I do think that 99% of people, right? I mean, obviously there could be a storm, like a perfect storm of things. You lose your job, a big thing comes up, you have no family to help you out, and then you have to sell your house. And maybe you just bought it, so you lose money on it. That's a rarity. Most people are going to make money no matter what on their home. It may not be a huge chunk, but it could be a huge chunk. And I was just telling Greg, like, there's so many programs now since 2008 to keep you in your home that you're way more protected, in my opinion, than you are as a renter. even with the renter protection laws that we've talked about, like if you're renting an apartment, again, I feel like they seem to be able to evict you pretty darn quickly. It's the mom and pop that owns a house that seems to get stuck with the renter.
Yeah.
That's terrible. But if you're going to hit a hard time, they're not letting you be 3 months late on rent. Your mortgage, they do not want to foreclose on you. They will do everything in their power to keep you in.
I guess the bank will be out even more money than say the large company that runs your apartment complex.
Well, yeah. And it's also like the trickle-down effect, right? All of a sudden, all these people are foreclosing, and even if the bank did make their money back, but then the economy sucks and people are losing their housing, and, you know, like, they got to look at the big picture of what 2008 to 2011 did on us, and they're like, let's do something different.
Well, and that was just poor banking worldwide.
Well, yeah, that was horrible. I make $1 million.
disaster.
Give me a loan, baby.
What's the scariest part about being a single mom?
I guess just wondering the impact of Asher not having a dad around long term. Like, I feel like right now we have a fantastic life. And I feel like he's got a lot of good people in it. But we all have trauma, no matter if we had a great family life or not, right? So I think it's just wondering, like, what is his trauma going to be? Is it because I'm a single mom and he didn't have that consistent manly figure in his life? Is it going to be a girly boy? Like, I don't know, what that's going to be. So that's like probably the one thing. And then obviously just I'm a single mom that owns my own business. So if my business sucks, our home financial sucks, right? Yeah. But I've been thinking about this actually a lot lately too. And I would so much rather be a single mom than being the mom that's, in the marriage and the dad doesn't do anything anyways. I think it's easier to be a single mom.
Oh, yeah, because then basically you have one other kid.
Right.
I mean, I guess...
Dude, that's a real thing.
It's such a real thing.
I mean, when you look around, like, when you're at like anything, an event, and you're like, oh.
I agree.
No wonder she doesn't want to. Because it's like you're just a big child. No, but I'm just saying, like, when you're sitting, and you're like, well, yeah, dude. I mean, it's like you're a child.
Oh,
you know.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I just see all these single moms, and it's like I get it. It's probably hard for you, and I am older, and I'm obviously happy in my career today.
Right.
Ask me 6 months ago, and it would have been a different story. But I have a good career. I'm a go-getter. I'm just like, being a single mom is not that tough. And especially if you actually have a pretty absent dad. You don't have to run anything by him. You get to do it your way.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know. I like it.
I don't want to downplay your position as a single mom. A lot of times when we think of single mom, it's not, put together real estate agent in her 40s. It's like just beleaguered 21-year-old with 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, and she's just like, every day is just this incredible uphill challenge.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Well, that's why I need to have a little bit of empathy when I say this, but it's just been on my mind because I saw some post in some women's group, and this girl, I don't know if I said this last time, but she basically said, I hate when men ask me when I'm dating what my hobbies are. I'm a single mom. What hobbies? I feel stupid. And then I was telling him, I'm like, my hobbies might be dumb, but I got lots of hobbies. In fact, my hobbies are better because I'm a single mom, because I have to stay home and do hobbies.
Right.
Like, I'm not going anywhere.
She crochets.
That's the only thing I have not gone into.
Legos and crocheting.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Doilies.
I
makes a lot of doilies.
You're talking about my grandma here. Stop. No.
You're the one talking about what kind of socks a minute ago?
Grandma socks.
I bring up doilies, like, hey, watch yourself, bud.
I'm just kidding. My grandma just made a lot of doilies.
It's a good question. Okay. And like, if I'm on a first date and she's a single mom, it is a good question to say, what are you interested in besides raising your children? That's a reasonable question.
Right.
Like,
well, and I guess the victim mentality, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
even
it
if
is.
it's not hobbies, like, I enjoy everything Asher and I do.
Interests.
Yeah. I mean, we go to Wild Waves. Yes, I'm bringing my son to Wild Waves, but I had a fun time. I mean, like, it's Wild Waves, but I'm sitting in the sun. That's a great day for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You get to do the same type of things. Go to the beach.
Yeah, it doesn't take 24 out of 24 hours, maybe the better question was, when you did have hobbies prior to life being destroyed by a man, evidently, what were those? So, I would rephrase it then on the first date.
Okay, so my buddy, Jordan, one of my best friends, his dad passed when he was super young, heart attack, right? Mm. Journeyman electrician. Dude's a dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's a good guy, hard worker. So I don't know necessarily that I was super blessed to have a lot of strong male role models in my life. Mm-hmm. But he was a part, like he worked for our company for years, and he got a lot of those same male role models in his life also.
Right.
And I think it shouldn't matter in the home. Yes, is part of it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, as long as he's in sports, he's got male role models.
That's my biggest issue, though.
Oh.
That's the only thing. The mom guilt only comes into that because I push him so hard. I want him to like sports. Like, the one thing I know that's good about me is I have such a male gene, and I'm just like, let's go, and he just doesn't care, and it hurts my soul. But I'm always like, I wonder if he had a dad, because I see that's the only time I get jealous at all, when I see the actual good dads out there and their kids are slaying at baseball, and I'm like,
what if he's into like dirt bikes? And
he is into dirt bikes,
bro.
Yeah,
big drop. He can come kick it with Jax, and we can rap. He can brap around. We're just a bunch of rednecks at our house.
Nice.
You know, the backyard. It's just like you go back there. So it's like, we can redo the yard. I go, no point. She's gonna get trashed.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. His dad actually did buy him a dirt bike because his dad's into it too. But he's supposed to buy him like the little electric one just so he could actually have one.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about him. He buys him this thing. Oh, well, now you're too small for it for like 10 more years. Why did you buy that? Why? Get him onto something he can actually be
act
on.
like a tricycle.
Yeah, and then it's stuck at your house that he's never had.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
We'll have a discussion about this another time.
Yeah, but anyway.
I am the key to that redneckdom that you're talking about.
Sweet.
I had snowmobiles. Jax is getting dirt bikes. Yeah. Just
love it.
I'm not convinced that his lack of interest in sports is something to be concerned about from a male role model perspective.
I hate football.
What?
Stupid.
I tried out my kids on so many different sports, and they only latched on to a couple.
Yeah.
So, and it just sort of like, I mean, my God, I can list them off. We did, mountain biking, and then they did, taekwondo, which they ended up doing for a long period of time. But then we also did, we've
cricket.
Croquet, horseback riding. We actually did horseback riding, and large yacht racing, they end up just liking certain ones. So my younger son likes bows and arrows. He's really into archery, and my older son is into taekwondo and baseball. Yeah. He doesn't want. That's what he wants to do, and he draws pictures of bows and arrows, and he's into medieval stuff. I would, in my opinion, you can sort of search around for. And I wouldn't like. The problem is we've structured our lives so it's like, well, just do soccer and baseball, and I sucked at every single sport until I did crew. And I think the key, in my opinion, would be to try them out at a bunch of different things.
What's crew?
Rowing.
Oh, yeah. So you wanted the camaraderie, and you're working as a 4-man unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 8, yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be my recommendation.
Yeah.
Did they make a lot of jokes about you, about the hairy back in crew?
Oh, you wear a shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but did you even wear a shirt? And they're just like, you wore a wool shirt?
Most of the time. How often have you seen my back? Oh, I guess they just... This is getting a gay podcast.
It's not gay. It's just an observation.
Have you seen the tattoo then?
I was wondering about the butterfly on your
back,
but whatever.
I'm a changed man now.
I was in the military. I was drunk.
Yeah, it happens. Okay.
He's gonna be fine too. He's only what, 7?
I know. I just have...
You're gonna find out what the issues are at 13. We starts getting little.
When he what?
Little.
Oh.
That's when all
taking the long showers.
That's when all the issues come out, is right around puberty.
Yeah.
Because it's like all this like testosterone hits the body.
Oh boy.
And everyone's just, it's like all abnormal. You're gonna be looking back like, oh my God, why are you acting like, and then that's when it all just out. All brothers,
Yeah.
You know, like my daughter, I have no idea what to do half the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're sad? I don't know why. With
Yeah.
Jax, I'm like, you're going to be fine. You know?
And then Jax will start freaking out. He'll have the emotional roller coasters, in puberty.
Oh, for sure.
And he's like, who is this kid? What happened to my, like, happy little, like, 8-year-old?
I already know.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Exactly.
Asher's already there.
Oh.
We've already, in that situation, we've already had the situation since he was a wee little tyke.
Are you the crazy mom in the stands saying, Asher, get up the bat and get that ball?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
That's why I hate sports.
See, I don't say anything.
I say it nice. I'm just like, look alive, kid. Asher, stop playing in the dirt. Buddy.
I never said
the ball's going to come to you. Turn around.
Wake the up.
Yeah, but, he's still figuring it out.
Yeah.
I can just, and I'm trying to give him some grace. But, like, last year, he was playing baseball, and I thought he was finally kind of liking it, right? And then his best friend, JP, was saying he was bummed that he didn't get to play baseball. And Asher goes, I'll just take my spot. I'll just sit in the thing and watch. And he just kept going on. JP can just be on be on the team.
Yeah. I have such a low, I don't care about sports like at all. And I'm always confused about, I remember seeing people spending all this time playing sports in high school and in college. I'm like, why? I was always confused by that. It seems like a huge, colossal waste of time to me. I get it like a few days a week, but not 3-4 hours every single day, 5, 6, 7 days a week. That kind of drove me nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I was very glad when my stepkids were not athletic because I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh, you had stepkids, yeah.
Yeah, so they're more artsy, which is probably what Asher will end up being. But I was like, oh my gosh, nothing sounds more miserable than being a soccer mom.
And for no reason. You need...
Well, no, it's fine. Just play one team.
Yes.
Right.
Not multiple, what do they call it?
Select.
Travel.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's the biggest scam ever.
And the thing is like the problem I see with it from all the parents I see around who do all those is that it's like, okay, I get to snowmobile, right? In the winter. But I don't get to snowmobile year round.
Right.
So why do you get to play soccer year round? Right? You have to have something to look forward to each year, right? So, hey, great. So which team are you going to play on this year, Jimmy? Okay, great. That's it. You get the one. Now, if they become something, maybe, you can discuss, okay, well, if you'd like to do that, I think we should come up with something that you're going to do and, like, I don't know. But instead of like, hey, they're in select, they play for 3 different teams, and then they're starting to get the injuries in the knees from overplaying and yada, yada, yada. I just don't understand it, because then the parents are just as upset. It's just like people playing on 3 softball teams, and you're like, dude, it's okay, cool.
I looked at the numbers as far as like how much time
rec league softball.
Yeah,
because I was trying to figure out, okay, what if he's really, really good at a sport? What are the odds that he goes pro? And the answer is almost 0.
Yeah.
So then it's like, and I'm seeing people, they're driving to Spokane, they're driving to Boise because he's got this and he's got that. Unless they're in the top like 0.1%, I would never consider that, because it's a colossal waste of time. Now, I also understand, look, I hear the argument. Sports build character. Sports, provide a structure for a kid, and that's really important. My understanding actually is that the value of sports is, number one, they are interacting with other kids. So they're also taking orders from another adult. They are getting exercise. Aside from that, I actually don't believe the whole character building thing. I think it actually just reveals people who already have good character. The sport doesn't make them that. So I think that there's value in the sport, but the idea that you're supposed to spend all this time doing it and it takes over the mom's identity. She's a soccer mom. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? All she does is drive a minivan around all day to these stupid sports.
I would never put my wife in a minivan.
That too, yeah.
Well, just because
really
I need
sweet.
her, she's got to be on her hot mom shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and the minivan, it takes that.
Knocks 2 points off a chick's appearance.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I can see you in a minivan.
Now, me and the boys in a Sienna, say less. You know what I mean? That's different, though. Like I'd be like, Sienna, just picking up all the dudes. Bros, we're taking Sienna tonight. Let's go, dude.
What?
Yeah.
gonna be a wild weekend.
Yeah, that's like when Estelle picked her cars. You pick your car. I want you to feel good in your
she
car.
picked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you pick your car. It's your car. I want you to feel. You need to. I want it to fit your space. Be on your hot mom shit. She's gonna think of what her needs are, where I'm just gonna think of my wants.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, but I also did say, you will pick like from 3.
It's just being recorded.
No.
she'll hear this.
It's like, hey, we're either getting a Tahoe, a Sequoia, or something else big.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
I want to be comfortable in this car also. So
I miss my Tahoe.
Did you want to talk about sobriety?
Sure.
So one of the common concerns that I hear from newly sober people is that they think they won't have a social life after they get sober. What would you say?
Wait, do you actually hear that?
Yeah.
Wow. I got a social
No, that's
life.
the concerns.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I got a social life after.
But
I
were you
got
so when you got sober, you weren't at all concerned, hey, I got to give up all my friends that I used to drink with?
I didn't think I had to give up my friends.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually trying to process it at the time. I kept my friends. I would have probably still kept my friends. I mean, I don't know. I kept my friends, but then I started dating my son's dad, and he was like, "No, you can't have any friends." So like that kiboshed me hanging out with my friends.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know if how that naturally would have played out. Like I'm still really good friends with like all my college buddies, and that can be tough. Like they're like, "Come on, hang out," and we're old, right? Like go to Jimmy's, and I'm like,
5:30 p.m.
Listen, guys, like. You're gonna do your one whoop whoop whoop. We're trying to play King's Cup at midnight. Like I don't know if I just want to hang out. But I'll come for like a little bit or whatever. And I think they finally understand that I have to be sober. Right?
Did you have
a long
any
time.
trepidation, any concern about becoming sober?
Well, I was forced to become sober, so
Oh,
yeah. My first go was like a little nudge from the judge.
he said AA. What did he say?
Yes, he said.
Yeah.
I was on a 2-year deferred.
Okay.
So it was AA, IOP,
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
all that stuff.
Did you want to talk about? Okay, yeah,
I mean, I don't care. I'm an open book.
sure.
I mean, I don't think my mom even knows yet, but she will now.
She goes. I mean, we don't have to release it. She goes.
know.
So you go. The judge says you got to do AA on a deferred action. You go into the rooms, and this is your first, like.
I never thought I was. It's interesting. I always say I never thought I was an alcoholic. Like I don't think I was concerned about that. I just knew I partied a lot. But then when I think back to my first marriage and when that blew up, I remember telling myself I cannot be in another relationship until I'm sober, and I wasn't. So obviously I knew that it was causing problems in my life.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I thought it was just I'm in my 20s. So, anyways, I walked in my first AA meeting in Covington, and was doing my IOP, and I loved it. Loved it. I pink clouded so fast you couldn't even
Some
imagine.
people's lives get better quick.
Oh yeah, and I was like going to the bar down at Cloud 9 in Kent, going, "You need to get sober, and you need to get sober."
You're insufferable.
And I could go because I was so afraid I would go to jail if I drank. So that's the thing. So I didn't leave my friends. I was just like, I can't drink because I have to UA.
Cloud 9's very classy too.
It's
Oh,
up
Pink
for
Cloud?
sale.
Cloud
Cloud
9.
9's
Yeah, I was on a
very
pink cloud at Cloud 9.
It's a very classy
Oh,
establishment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Total dive bar. But what do you think about the social? Chime in. And then I'll talk.
I think that you go from my experience was 26, stayed, never left. I grew up with everyone that I came in with, right? Like I was 26. We got married together. We started businesses, careers, grew up together, had kids together. Now we're at where we're at, where we have everything else going on, right? So my social circle was nil. Now it's vast, and now there's boundaries around it, right? Because it gets so big, you have to start saying no to things. And then also, I have a normal wife. So there is another aspect of social along with that.
Right.
So, I went from none to a lot, and then now it's kind of dialed back, and it's redirected towards people with kids.
Yeah.
Right? Because I need, my friends are my kids' friends' parents. We just had the birthday party. There's all these people with kids around the same age. How's work?
Yeah.
You sleeping?
Right.
Might want to get back in the gym, buddy. You know, stuff like that. So it's just, mine's like a full circle, right? But yeah, it gets to be a lot.
So I didn't actually have any friends in AA when I first came in. Again, had 6 months of sobriety, and I was like, I should date now. You know, look at me go, and then the rest is history. I had like a few tiny.
You got 13 stepped?
Other way around. Like,
it's not 13 step if we have the same amount of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you recommend 13 stepping?
I mean, if you want to have
No, what it is
fun.
too is like you're finding all these people and everything's new. All your feelings are new. How you see this person you just met, you think it's love. It's not. You've just never been in a relationship clear-headed like this before. So then you're like, oh, we have something here.
That's interesting.
You don't. You know, you have something in common here. Or sometimes you do, because like I met
You're both
Estelle.
really
early.
vulnerable.
Yes, exactly. So I make the joke like she did, but in reality, they did. You know, they just, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time. But like, think about this. It's almost like going to camp, right? Like all of a sudden you go into AA, you get over your initial like, blah, whatever. And all of a sudden you're like, every day I'm meeting new people and we're all a little bit messed up and all this kind of stuff. So like when I met my friends was when I came into Renton in 2021. Okay.
The Rose? Whiskey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It was actually all in, but then Whiskey Rose. But and then same thing. I was like open door policy. I was the only one that had a house in that group, right? And big yard. And so I'm hosting. I'm just like, come on, come all. Everyone's welcome. Like, let's not leave a newcomer behind, right? And
Sure.
So you roll with that. And then one day I looked around. I was like, none of these are my friends. Like these are like acquaintances, but they're not my friends. Why am I slaving away barbecuing for people that aren't really my friends? And then I pivoted a little bit. And then now, you know, we have like the solid friend group. So we still do so much stuff. But yes, all of us have kids. All of us are pretty much at the same place in our life, even if, you know, there's a 10-year spread for the most part. And so still tons of things to do. But yes, early recovery, you're never going to be short on things to do. People are always going out and doing something. Yeah.
What's the scariest thing about sobriety?
The scariest relapse.
Have you had a relapse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot. Don't even know if you call them relapses.
What do they say? It's easy to quit smoking cigars. I've done it 1,000 times.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just you never know if you're going to make it back. You know?
I've heard that if you're sober and then you relapse, it's extremely hard to come back from that, especially if you continue to relapse.
Duct tape works really good the first time.
Okay.
You pull it off. You try to re-stick. Doesn't work as well. You keep trying to use that same piece of duct tape.
Is that what, yeah.
Not me literally thinking like, are you duct taping me so I don't drink?
That's what I thought at first, and then he explained,
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's just like anything, right? Like pretty soon, you know, I don't know. It's just like you don't have the same amount of enthusiasm when you come back in. There's more guilt. There's more shame. You don't, you know, it takes you a while to get back into things. Self-doubt, you know, and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, you've seen, because you've been in the program long enough to have seen this happen a few times, right?
Right.
So, in your opinion, if you relapse once, is this just going to be a chronic relapser, or do you think that you can pull it out?
That's all choice.
Yeah.
It's all choice. It's all choice.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
by definition, yeah.
But I mean, I definitely think there are the people that get it and they stick and they just stick. You know, there's rarely a time where you're like, oh, you only relapse twice after years. It's either like you're kind of doing it a lot or you're not, you know.
So we got to take this even more somber level. You said you were really angry and confused that God took away the best dad ever. Could you talk about that more?
Yeah, I don't think God took him away. I don't believe in that. I think God allows things to happen, and this happened to him. I think the world, it's unfortunate that there's some people that can just play with fire 24/7 and be total assholes in the world and nothing ever happens to him. I think that's more. And then you got a guy that was pretty perfect on almost every single level, but dealt with addiction. That was like the darkest demon. And that guy on a first overdose dies. But then you have these other people that are like, I overdosed 50 freaking times.
Sure.
And I just got Narcaned and I'm this and I'm that. Or, you know, we talked about like, you know, that the drug addict that has 15 babies and then the sweet family that can't for their life.
Can't conceive,
you know,
yeah.
that type of thing. It's more of a, I don't understand it had to happen to him, I guess. But I don't blame God, because I refuse to be somebody that's like, my cat died, so I can't believe in God. Things happen in the world. It just is a discouraging. I could think of 4 other people that should have been in line for this first, and why, and also kind of why me, right? Like, my dad died young, the love of my life died young, like another love of my life died young. Don't even ever talk about that one.
I'm not going to go on any cruises with you.
No, yeah, that guy got cancer. It was sad. But it was actually after a trip to Mexico.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But no, it's just, you do go through those. Like, you know, I can't be beat up that much for making some dumb mistakes, right? Like, everyone makes mistakes. Most of my life is pretty darn good. I work hard, and I think I'm a good human being, and I love others, and I'm giving. When is it my time to not have trauma type of thing? And then trauma of my own doing, right? Like a relapse and things like that.
Do you mean there's been chaos for a long period of time and now there's not? And so, or do you still feel like there's chaos going on?
Oh, no. Right now, I feel like there's no chaos.
Okay.
Because I'm a single mom.
Now,
Hold on. You say that a lot, but you might need to change who you spend your alone time with.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why my life is great right now, because I'm not dating.
Yeah. But it's okay. Like,
it
if
out.
you be hanging out, like if Tyler is hanging out with hookers all the time, pretty good chance some things are going to happen with hookers, right? You hang out with losers, you're probably going to be a part of some loser type behavior, right?
Right.
Barbershop, too long, going to get a haircut, except for me, I got no hair. Yeah. But it's like,
what you're saying is the guys that she's attracted to bring the chaos?
100%.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
But Travis was the only one. Well, again, this is like where
A heroin addict?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, there wasn't. It's tough because when I say, well, we actually have the best relationship. And
I don't mean that negatively.
No,
like,
but then anyone challenges and it was like, he died of an overdose. I'm like, yeah, but.
Sure.
You know.
Did he have like a 9 to 5? And
Yeah, he worked at Meta.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, sweeping the floors, or was he like doing
I mean, he was
AI
not.
programming?
He was in between.
Oh, he handed out mints in the bathroom?
What did he do? I don't know. But we had all these, like, the goggles.
Meta glasses.
The glasses that you could record.
Yeah.
He would get, like, all the testing stuff.
Oh, wow.
I can't
That's
remember
interesting.
what.
But so now, if you look back on your past relationships, I think is what Tyler was trying to say, you're attracted to men who bring chaos?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know now it's like, okay, when I go on a date with somebody, I ask these questions and say, hey, how long have you had your job for? Are you living in a halfway house? What do you do now? Or are you actively looking?
I'm not actively looking,
Okay.
so I couldn't really say that. But I don't think asking anybody questions really is going to net you anything different. Because it's all action. The reality is everybody's going to tell you what they want to hear. I mean, Asher's dad told me that he, had a place in Kent and he did this job and he blah, 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 blah.
I would have picked a different city.
We're in Kent. And
You just named off strike 2 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, but he had his own place, right? Like
Yeah.
all these things, and that's what I took as face value. Oh, no, you're actually living on the couch of your baby mama's, rotating through your other baby mama. I didn't know all this until I was like too far. No, I'll never say I was too far committed. I thought I was too far committed. Biggest mistake was thinking I was too far in to walk away.
I always project my honesty onto everybody else too. So I just assume, and then it seems like you can be naive because of that. And so I just, if someone told me that they had their own place, I would just assume that that's true. I wouldn't.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Or the fact that I said, I love kids, I want a bunch of kids, and you failed to tell me that you had kids. Like, I gave you the green light, man. Like, what? And then you're going to slow roll them to me?
How long did it take until you found out how many baby mamas you had?
2 months.
2 months. Okay. And then by that point, it's like, no,
I was already smitten because I hadn't dated anybody in 5 years. 6 years.
It's my technique too.
And Sminkin. And everybody, and this is still true to this day, most men drive me crazy after day 1, day 2. Like just engaging with them.
Sure.
I'm just like, ugh, give me freedom. Like, it's funny because Tyler only knows me as probably being in a relationship.
Do you mean you mean men tend to suffocate you? Because I know those relationships where like, let's do everything together. We're gonna work out together. We're gonna go to the bar together, and then that kind of suffocation.
Well, no, because if I like you, I don't care about doing that. I don't. I guess I don't. It would have been like old school. Before the ick. You know, like I don't know why you drove me nuts, but you gave me the ick. Like,
mostly the ick is men doing something feminine. Is that not true?
No. The ick could be anything.
Oh, what's the ick that just drove you?
The ick for yesterday was that somebody texted me, "Hey, honeybee." I was never texting you back again. You just said honeybee.
I was in a hurry.
When somebody
you left Nordstrom's with grandma stuff, so they're using grandma terms now.
Shut up.
Okay, hold on.
Still fly.
So with Travis.
Yep.
Okay, so when like one of my very good friends passed away, it was 25, so it would have been like the beginning of 24. Like after 2 days, sitting in lots of rooms, processing, thinking, finally listening to some music that reminded me of him so I could like really like go through it.
Right.
Crying, lots of tears. I woke up one morning, it was like 7 a.m. and I looked at Estelle and I go, he knew exactly what he was doing. And he knew what he needed to do to be here. So he made this choice. And while it makes me super angry, all he had to do was how him and I met, right? In that like consistency thing. And I was able to like kind of put it that he's not gone. I have pieces to remind him by. He's always around. And that individual for me we were working on a big sales marketing thing for my company together because that's what he was into.
Yeah.
And so I feel like my way of working through this now, obviously it's not a partner, but we were pretty tight, like talking multiple times a week for like an hour on the phone, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
By me continuing on this road, I'm like putting that memory in play. But why? Because the best ones burn bright. I'm telling you, like they burn bright.
Yeah.
That's what like Jared, like the dude burned bright. Anytime he walked in a room, you like that funny. You'd laugh every time you see those types.
Yeah.
And like it's like when my buddy Tyson passed away when I was in 18. He was that guy that everybody loved. Yeah. Everybody liked. Whether you were a nerd, the fat kid, popular jock, he talked to everyone. Right. Yeah. So by 18, he burned bright. That's like it's like this thing. Like I always ask why. It's like because certain people, it's just like they're so powerful that they have this opportunity to teach someone another lesson too, even if it's at the expense of their own life.
Yeah, it's crazy because so I say like, why does this happen? But I forgot actually not being mad again at God because there were so many weird things that happened the night. So Travis went to a meeting. People thought he seemed high, but didn't want to bother me with it again. Because we just had the ultimatum like a month before, right? And then I was texting him a lot because we were watching a show. He put a TV show on and paused it, said, "I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom." And he would always go down. It's like, again, in hindsight, like, were you just grooming? Like, but he would just be on a YouTube, go in the bathroom, like, whatever. It wasn't a big deal. Finally, I'm like texting him, said, like, are we watching the show? Like, what's going on? Okay, so my third text was all of a sudden the phone vibrates right here. Like the whole time I thought he had the phone down there. It was just like ignoring me. And then my mom tells me that she had this overwhelming sensation to call me at 10:43 or whatever. And she didn't or whatever. Cause she's like, that's weird. Get it out of your mind. And that's like when I was on the phone with 911. But she didn't have the overwhelming thing to call me at 9:45 when I could have walked downstairs. Or I could have heard the first phone buzz. Like all these things, right? That if they would have went just a little bit of a different way. Or the fact that...
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. Or that he kissed me earlier and I was like, have you been drinking? And he's like, no, I just had dry mouth. My mouth, like something like he did mouthwash when he came in from work. It was like a couple things, right? Where if I would have pushed harder, and I just didn't want to have to do another UA, right? So like there's all these things. And I was like, oh, well, it's this time. Because all these things could have went differently, and they didn't. So I had this like weird acceptance, super sad, but this acceptance thing that then led to the whole like, I'm going to save somebody else from this. So then I went in Savior hard, which is when my TikTok blew up. I look back to like, just because I was looking for something else, I was like, oh man, I mean, all my videos, not just the ones I have few I pinned, like all of them, huge traction. But then it was just so depressing. It's so sad. So I was stuck in this grief, right? But like, I have to save somebody. And then I didn't save myself and crashed and burned. And that's when I had like my first big in AA relapse, right? And then it was just like, and then I was ashamed, and my platform was Sobriety. Didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like this whole thing. Now I'm so far past it. I'm just like, this is my journey. Whatever. Hiding anything's never going to have you achieve the outcome you want to achieve.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you saving someone is your will.
Right. So I've kind of given all that up too. Yeah. Like, yes, would I like this to help one person? If like we talk about like on a podcast or like who's your ultimate person? It's like someone struggling in sobriety, somebody that feels like, oh, I can't come back from a relapse, or single mom again, just trying to figure out, is it ever going to get better? Somebody like going through career shifts that just got laid off, right? Those are the people, right? Like, which is almost everybody, Well,
and even if it's not like a recovery related thing, everyone's going through something.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
everybody
like
is.
Mental health is like wild nowadays, to where it's like we're looking at alcoholism, but you're like, no, what you have is no coping skills, severe anxiety, and something super undiagnosed that you've been masking with ADHD. It's like
There's
no,
a lot of that.
Yeah, where it's like or whatever, or really poor health and diet habits.
Yeah,
like people don't even take a look at like the connection with what you eat, and then what the output is. Like, yeah, I had like a donut, a coffee, and then some Skittles, and I don't know why I'm just sluggish, can't focus, and I'm feeling down. Maybe I have depression.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have a bunch of red dye in my system that has proven.
Settle
facts.
down on the red dye thing. Don't even. I already know you and your little friend group with the red dye.
Hey, one is way up here. I'm like, meh. I'm middle of the road everywhere.
You have a friend who's obsessed with red dye?
Obsessed with the fact it's terrible, and vaccines, and
that's all they talk about.
No, they talk about a lot, but
if you want to like drop a little bomb, just like
yeah,
just say the word red dye 40, and you can just watch it like their whole head just shift.
The 5-year-old says I can't have Skittles because I have red dye 40. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not bad. Like, it doesn't make me uncomfortable, but it's just a joke that we know for a fact that they do not like the red dye. But it is actually very linked to ADHD, so it should get out of there.
ADHD is linked to social media and playing on our phones and electronics. If kids go outside and run around and play like they're supposed to, and you don't make them sit in a cubicle and a desk all day learning stupid statistics and math that they're never going to use, and have them outside more, I think we'll have a lot less ADHD. Boom.
I think it's overdiagnosed in boys for sure.
And hey, why can't the boy who's supposed to build the pyramids or a big building, why can't he sit still in a classroom looking at a lady in a polka dot dress who's teaching them? Like, dude, check it out. I'm going to have a mullet, ripping ciggies, drinking Coors, building buildings by 20. What are we doing this for? Get me out, or get me in the oil fields now,
We just assume that the problem is the kid. Be like, oh, you really think he's supposed to be sitting still for 8 hours a day in this stupid classroom?
It's not a stupid
I think it's stupid.
It's like school is for certain people, but we don't need that many engineers. We don't need that. We need people who like have the nervous angst and need to be fiddling with something, like a carpenter.
I would say.
Do you think that we need elementary trade school?
They need to learn how to read, but
exactly.
There's not enough
in high school
playtime.
But again, in high school, like, hey, they're bringing auto shop back. They're bringing school. Like, this isn't my thing. But sorry, the ADHD thing. Every time I hear it, I'm like, well, I was diagnosed with that for sure. Focus issues. I'm not going to deny any of that. Mm-hmm. But there came a point where it's like, I can't do this. Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that, especially having both my kids in elementary school and seeing some kids who were diagnosed with ADHD and then put on Adderall or whatever. In my opinion, it was like we just assume there's something wrong with the kid, and that seems insane to me. That maybe there's something wrong with the crazy 19th century Prussian elementary school system that we have them in. No one actually considers that, well, it's actually the problem is the school. This little kid a few thousand years ago in Neolithic times was running around in a circle in the forest and like killing mice. And now he's supposed to like just sit there like this, and everyone thinks that's normal. Like, what are you talking about? It seems insane to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're so broke up in the day now too. I mean, you tell me you can't sit for 40 minutes.
Oh, they can't. Well, yeah, a short periods of time, yes.
And I mean, Asher told me what his schedule is. They come in and they have their morning check-in meeting. That's what he tells me yesterday, to see how we're feeling.
It's public school.
And then they go into the reading, and then they get to read aloud, and then they go to library, or then they go, I don't know. They bounce around a lot.
He's in second grade?
He's in second grade. Okay. Yeah. And that kid is bouncing off the freaking walls.
How many kids are in his class?
You're going to say, how many kids do I have?
It's
just
so many.
He probably has 18.
Oh my God, you're so lucky.
These kids... So I do all the PTA stuff. So like usually I kind of have the kids' class sizes memorized. It's like 18, like for first, second, third. And then it gets to fourth grade, Renton. We have a small elementary school. It's actually the best one within Renton.
You lucked out.
And then it's like 27 for grades 4 and 5. About.
Okay, so our time's up, but...
I know, you left like, it is 1 o'clock. Okay. Any last thought?
And no, I think this went well.
Okay.
I think we got some good stuff.